Yo, what's good? What's good, man? You know what time it is. Welcome to Blues House, man. Your one-stop destination for entertainment, news, film, and TV reviews, all things pop culture and hip-hop culture, the culture. You know how I like to do it, man. I am Bluminati. I am the guy who's going to be getting you through this live. This is an impromptu live. What I want to do is probably on Sunday. So this is kind of what my Sunday show, just doing a weekly wrap up, wrapping things up, all the stuff that happened throughout the week. So that's what you're getting from me right now. So some of this might be old, but I still haven't given my take on it. A lot of people say, Blue, we want to hear from you on this, that, and the third. So now you will be getting my take on a couple of these things, man. So bear with me. You know what I'm saying? Just bear with me. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, please share. Sharing is caring. Sharing makes this thing pop. It makes it explode. The likes make it explode. Please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the likes, man. So I can grow. When I grow, you grow. We all grow together. You know what I'm talking about? So let's do that. But yeah, without further ado, let's get this show started.
How much time till we're on?
We're on, Ron.
What?
We're on the air right now.
I'm ready.
So I ain't talked about it yet. I haven't really talked about it yet. So I'm gonna get into this. We all know over the past week and a half, Diddy has apologized, right? I'm not gonna play the apology video. I think everybody's seen it by now. And some other things that have come out about the video, him apologizing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are saying it's too little, too late. I don't necessarily disagree. It is kind of a little too late. Let me move this over a little bit. It kind of is too little, too late. You know what I mean? When it comes to the apology. Why is it doing that? There we go. But an apology is an apology. Now, is he sincere? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That video was very egregious. The video is very bad. You know what I'm saying? I know it triggered a lot of people out there. It is inexcusable, that type of behavior from a man towards a woman, just a person to person. That's kind of inexcusable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't condone anything in that video. I know we all went through, whether you like Diddy or not, Diddy played, especially if you of the age that I am. Diddy has played a part in my life. You know what I'm saying? He's played a part in things. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm trying to big Diddy up or anything. I'm not. I think it's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? What we saw in that video, and things of that nature. But I'm not gonna sit out here and just, because I saw a lot of celebrities do this. A lot of celebrities who, I don't know if they personally know him or not, but all of a sudden now they're anti. That's nothing wrong to be anti Diddy, right? Especially right now. But to come in and act like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people's past, you know what I'm saying, ain't the greatest. You know what I'm saying? It's giving throwing stone, what it is, throwing stones while living in a glass house with a lot of these celebrities when it comes to Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And they might want to be quiet because y'all might be next up. You know what I mean? But no, to disgusting video. I just want to give a little bit more update, more news on it. Cassie's lawyer has now responded to the video. Pull this up. I should have already had it ready. Cassie's lawyer has responded, breaks the silence on the assault video. Says Cassie Ventura's lawyer is responding to the Sean Diddy Combs issued apology following the release of the 2016 video that shows him shoving and kicking the singer. On Sunday, May 19, Combs 54 shared a statement via his Instagram, writing in the caption, "I'm truly sorry," after surveillance video published by CNN. That's another thing too. Let me pause right there. That was kind of crazy too. You know, CNN, who had this video? Did the feds leak this video? Was the hotel that this video, were they just holding on to it for extortion purposes? I think that within itself is nasty. You got this video that you've been holding on to since 2016, the surveillance video, right? That's if the hotel had it. Now maybe Diddy had it, and they went into his home when they raided his home a couple months. What was that, last month? Maybe they got the video then, right? And now it's just, you know what I'm saying, the timing of releasing this video is just a little, it's a little weird, just a little weird in my book. Says, I'm truly sorry if the surveillance published by CNN on May 17th showing an altercation between himself and his ex-girlfriend, Cassie, who was 37, that matched allegations she made in a now settled lawsuit from last November. Remember, he settled that lawsuit. Settled it. Once it became public, we got to hold on. Wait, what you need? I'll pay it. He shouldn't have let it go public. That's the first thing he did wrong. He let the lawsuit go public. He should have settled this behind the doors. Away from everything. You know what I'm saying? Ventura's lawyer, Meredith Firetug, partner at Wilger LLP, responded to the apology in a statement obtained by People. The statement read, Combs' most recent statement is more about himself than the many people he has hurt. When Cassie and multiple other women came forward, he denied everything and suggested that his victims were looking for a payday. That he was only compelled to apologize once he repeated denials were proven false shows his pathetic desperation, and no one will be swayed by his disingenuous words, Firetug concluded. Combs has been accused of sexual assault by multiple women in numerous lawsuits filed since November 2023. What happens in the dark will come to light is what my grandparents always used to say. What's crazy with Diddy is he kept saying, no, that's not me. He never made any type of apology. He could have easily made an apology then. Because at the end of the day, he could have said, I may have wronged some people. I want to apologize. He could have did something, just a blatant, bland, dry, all-encompassing apology. He could have did that. And I'm pretty sure his lawyers told him not to. But if he was talking to his lawyers and telling his lawyers the truth, like, hey, look, man, there might be some stuff out there. We might need to get ahead of this. He didn't even try to get ahead. That's what's crazy. What's crazy about this is Diddy did not even try to get ahead. The hubris and arrogance of this man is baffling. It's crazy. How you not try to jump out ahead of this? With all your resources, all your money, you didn't have the foresight to say, we need to get out ahead of this? This is something I would have told him, nah, bro, we got to jump out ahead of this. We got to get ahead of this. He did not do it. He did not do it. Mr. YouTube, what up? What up? Cat, you making rounds out here. I see you all over the place. AV. What's my man? Lawyer. What's the lawyer dude? Black dude. I can't even think his name right now. Lead attorney. You know what I'm saying? You everywhere, Cat. Salute to you. Salute. Yeah, indeed. What's up, Fahim? What else we got? Since Firetug's statement comes after Combs said on his Instagram apology video, it's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. Bro, you knew this video existed. He had to know this video existed. So to keep denying that he did any wrongdoing, like I said, it would have been easy to get out of here. Maybe he would have got a little compassion from somebody, some sympathy. There is no sympathy in this now. Not that you know what I'm saying, maybe just if there was an inkling, maybe he could have got it. But after that video, are you getting help, Diddy? I know you said it, but are you truly? From that point on, we should have known that you was in, it should have been public knowledge you was in rehab. It should have been public knowledge that you've been going through therapy. If you truly felt disgusted after you did that video, you would have said, you know what, let me go get some help. Let me really go get some help, because I'm out here doing bad. If that was the darkest time in your life, you should have went and got some help, and we should have known that you was going to get the help. I don't truly believe that you went and got the help that you truly needed. I really don't think so. He added, I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. Disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it, and I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought professional help, going to therapy, going to rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry, but I'm committed to being a better man each and every day. He insisted he was not asking for forgiveness and was truly sorry. No, you need to ask for forgiveness, man. Ask for forgiveness, be sorry, and be committed to the change. Because if you are truly sorry, be committed to the change and show people that you are committed to the change. No, your for the most part, your career is done. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, your career is done. You are not P. Diddy who ran the city no more. You are finito, my guy. You are for anything that you touch, I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be, you know what I'm saying, sullied. Anything you touch will be sullied by your name. I don't think anybody will want to go into business with you. But as of right now, you need to lay low, get your life together, apologize to the people you need to apologize to. And I know, you know, a lot of people were mad that he didn't say her name. Come to find out that legally neither him nor her can say each other's names, which was, I guess, ironed out in the lawsuit or whatever. So that's the reason why he didn't say her name. But Diddy, come on, bro. What's next? What other shoe was gonna drop? What other shoe was gonna drop? I myself personally don't think the feds have anything on him, I should say. I really don't. But that's yet to be seen. But I do think that the feds dropped this video because they don't have anything on it. As far as when it comes to this, not saying he's innocent or guilty, just that they don't have enough on him to get him where they want to get him at. If y'all understand what I'm saying. So they dropped this. This puts more pressure on Diddy. This makes him fight. Now it's more fights. Because if they do bring a case and he got to fight this case, he got to fight that case. Hey, when you fighting on 30 fronts, it's going to be hard to win because you can't, you know, concentrate on one opponent. So this might be a tactic of theirs. People goes on to say, in the footage of the altercation, Ventura can be seen leaving the hotel room, walking toward the elevator. Combs then followed her and was seen grabbing her by the neck, throwing her to the ground. The music mogul turned to kick Ventura again before grabbing her purse and suitcase. After kicking her again, he started to drag her back to the hotel room. It was, if y'all saw the video, it was real nasty, man. Just a real horrible video. Real horrible video, man. And Ventura's now settled suit. She referenced a similar incident that took place 2016 at the Intercontinental Hotel in Century City, California, writing that Mr. Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Ms. Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye. After he fell asleep, Ms. Ventura tried to leave the hotel room, but as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at her. The lawsuit stated he followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. He grabbed at her. He then took glass vases in the hotel, threw them at her, causing glass to crash around them as she ran to the elevator to escape. Just reading it, this sound, you know, just sounds bad, man. I just, you know what I'm saying, hate it for her. Hate that she had to go through an ordeal like that. You know, just really hate it. So, but in more news, in more diddler news, because the diddler don't stop. He said can't stop, won't stop. So in more diddler news, there's now a model who is coming out and alleging SA accusations against the diddler. Bring this up. The diddler won't stop, can't stop, huh? Says a model accused Sean Diddy Combs of drugging and sexually assaulting her in 2003, the latest in a string of allegations against the rapper and businessman. Crystal McKinney said in a lawsuit that Mr. Combs invited her to his New York studio and plied her with alcohol and marijuana until she became intoxicated. He then forced her to perform oral sex on him. So yeah, he won't stop, or it won't stop, I should say. Says Ms. McKinney filed her claim on the New York Victims of Gender Motivated Violence Protection Act, which allow victims to file claims regardless of when the abuse occurred until 2025. The complaint also names Mr. Combs Bad Boy Entertainment, his clothing label Sean John, and distributor Universal Music Group. BBC has also requested comment from Universal. Miss McKinney says she was an up-and-coming model with an unnamed fashion designer introduced her to Mr. Combs at a men's fashion week event. The designer began to direct plaintiff's appearance as he sought to ensure Combs found her attractive, according to the documents. At that event, Miss McKinney and Mr. Combs made suggestive remarks, offered to help her career, and plied her with alcohol, invited her to the studio the same night. Miss McKinney and Mr. Combs was drinking and smoking weed with several other men, offering her some. One told her, "You've never had weed like this before." That's men, we got to stop doing that. We got to stop doing that. If y'all can't get the girl without weed and alcohol, man, then and let me say this, not saying that y'all can't get together and have a good time. That's not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying. But if you have to continuously provide the woman with weed and alcohol to get her inebriated or get her to a certain point to where she can no longer really function or have, you know what I'm saying, sound state of mind in order for you to, that's sick, man. That's bad. That is bad. That's bad. Says once she was very intoxicated, Mr. Combs led her to a bathroom where he forced her to perform oral sex on him. She lost consciousness afterwards and awoke in shock to find herself in a taxi cab heading back to the designer's apartment, feeling humiliated and traumatized and without recourse. Miss McKinney said modeling opportunities began to decline for her, and she believed Mr. Combs used his influence to blackball her in the industry. In a tailspin of anxiety and depression, Miss McKinney says she attempted suicide. Miss McKinney says she filed a suit to seek justice for herself and for any other Combs victims. And I'm going to tell you this, he is an easy target right now. Whether Miss McKinney is telling the truth or not, he is an easy target. Easy target. How many lawsuits is that now? 4? What we at? 4 or 5 lawsuits? You know, I'm including Cassie's. This ain't a good look. Not a good look. Hated had to be him. Right. It's up to Cassie to forgive him. That's 1000%. It is up to Cassie. As far as we're concerned, we knew he was a scumbag, but now we got proof. Yeah. It's one thing to speculate or to have, but when you get this proof, it's silent like this. It's just, it's nasty. It's horrifying to see what some people might deem as a role model. Some people might view Diddy as, you know what I'm saying, that dude, I want to be like Diddy. Look at, you know what I'm saying, black guy coming from nothing, getting up to billionaire status, which is, I want to say, where he's at. But it seems like on that road up, he hurt a lot of people. You know what I mean? On that road up, he hurt a lot of people. Hate it for them. Hate it for them, and I hate it for us as black men that he is, you know what I'm saying, he becomes the face of a successful black man. He is the face of what, you know what I'm saying, a successful black man in America is. He is I hate to say it, but that's what he is, which now that stain is on us. That stain is on us. We got to weed brothers out like this. Or if we, because I'm pretty sure somebody saw greatness in Diddy, or he wouldn't be at the level that he's in, right? But in seeing that greatness, we also got to see his flaws, and we got to help him fix his flaws. The people around him should help, not add fire to the, add fuel to the fire. They should help. Oh man, he going down the wrong path. Let's get him. No more girls, no none of this, no parties. We got to do that. We got to hold each other accountable as brothers, man. And that's what's really, really hurting us. We don't hold each other accountable as brothers and sisters. That's what we got to do. If we got to stop, hey, look, no, we're not doing this. This ain't the right way, because it's not the right way. It's not the right way. I'm not perfect neither. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm perfect. All I'm saying is, my brother to my right, my brother to my left, hold me accountable. And I do the same suit with you. That doesn't negate our friendship or make us as bad people towards each other. I don't have no, you know what I'm saying, no malice towards anybody for trying to hold me accountable and trying to see that I do better. And I think that's what we got to do going forward. We got to make sure that your brother and your sister is doing better or can do better. And when you see them going down a treacherous path that can get them in trouble, whether right now, immediate, or later on in the future, we got to stop them. We got to stop. We got to get back to that. We got to. Shame is a powerful thing, man. And I think we've let shame go away. Everybody's so open and free now. Everybody's so open and free. Because shame has left the building. Nobody tried to shame anybody. Matter of fact, society has deemed it wrong to shame someone. And I think that's why we're in the predicament that we're in now. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the whole Diddy situation and what's going on. Just bad. Just, you know, just bad. Just bad. That's it. Just bad. Next up, what we want to talk about next? Let's talk about this Assassin's Creed situation. Assassin's Creed in the shadows. Oh, man. Ooh, the controversy behind that is mind-boggling. All right? Controversy behind that is mind-boggling. This is coming from Yahoo. And I saw this all on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. It's been on Facebook. You know, they've been going crazy. Yahoo says the controversy erupts over Assassin's Creed Shadows protagonist. It's been going crazy. Says the upcoming video game Assassin's Creed Shadows has ignited controversy over its portrayal of Yasuke, a historical African samurai, amid concerns about cultural representation and historical accuracy. Now, this is coming from a fictional video game. People are mad about a fictional video game and its portrayal of historical figures set in a fictional setting. I want y'all to understand that first. This is a fictional video game that just uses historical figures, but in a fictional manner. Right? That's it. But they're getting bent out of shape over a historical figure, Yasuke the African samurai, Yasuke the African bushi, or Yasuke, whatever you want to call it. He was that. He was still that. And it's set in the time period that's around him. With Oda Nobunaga, Yasuke being someone that Nobunaga entrusted him with the title of bushi or samurai. It's crazy. It's crazy. So on Wednesday, Ubisoft released the official trailer of Assassin's Creed Shadows, leading to some fans voicing their disapproval at the lack of a Japanese male lead in a story set in feudal Japan. I'm Asian, and Ubisoft decided to erase me and replace me in a game about my own country. Isn't that what that would say if they made Assassin's Creed Shadows a white dude? Why are they okay with it when they picked a black dude? Wrote Red 5 Studios founder Mark Kieran in an X post with over 19,000 likes. Now look, him being Asian or whatever, cool. If that was the case, but he wasn't erased. The Asian culture wasn't erased because Yasuke is a part of the Asian culture. I don't understand that. He is a black samurai. He's an African samurai. Not only that, the other protagonist in the video game is a female shinobi, female ninja, who is Asian. Cool. Just want to throw that out there. Assassin's Creed being based in Japan and then not using a Japanese male protagonist is stupid, said a black fan on X. We know exactly why they're using Yasuke, and it's annoying. It'll be as dumb as having it based in Africa and deciding to use a white male protagonist. No. Is this, if this white male protagonist is historically accurate during whatever time period in Africa that it would be set in, what would be the issue? Especially if you also, to counter that white protagonist, male protagonist, you have the female protagonist being of African origin. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to get it. Yasuke was reportedly a real-life samurai during the 16th century, believed to be of African origin. He is regarded as the first foreigner to receive the title of warrior in Japan and served as the muse for the Netflix anime Yasuke. He became a retainer to Oda Nobunaga, one of Japan's most powerful feudal lords. In a press release, Ubisoft said the creators decided to include Yasuke in the game for his intriguing and open-ended story, stating that he offers a unique perspective on the period that allows players to discover Japan alongside him. So not only that, they're saying with you as the gamer, you get to discover Japan the same way Yasuke had to discover Japan. Sounds pretty dope to me. He is a foreigner in this land. You being the player are a foreigner in this land. And we don't know how much back and forth is it going to be between, I think her name is Noe, the female Japanese protagonist Shinobi, and Yasuke. I don't see Yasuke doing the dives off the building in his samurai armor. I just don't see that happening. I don't see him sneaking up and doing stealth kills and all the things that you do in Assassin's Creed. I think this would be primarily Noe's game. It's not Yasuke's game. Yeah, you might get to play at him, or you might get to do some things POV of him in said game, but this is, and I haven't played it, but in my opinion, because it's an Assassin's Creed game, you need, it's all about stealth and being in the shadows and things like that. Samurai's, that ain't their bag. Samurai's bag ain't in the shadows. Samurai's is right out, you know what I'm saying, right in front, getting to it. That's the shinobi's job. That's the ninja's job, which is her purpose of the game. I have, let me see if I can bring this up, which kind of explains it. This what really said it, you know what I'm saying? When I heard this, it was this lady on Instagram. She explained it like real dope. Let me see if I can find her. Oh, what are we doing? That's weird. Oh, that's what it is. Here we go. Here we go. So she kind of put it better.
Black Samurai on the new Assassin's Creed. Japanese here, sit your white ass down. So I was scrolling on Instagram and saw this post. I went to the comment field and there were a lot of white men saying that this is cultural appropriation. And me, as a Japanese, thought, but Yasuke actually existed. So to make sure my fellow Japanese people are on the same side with me, I went to X and looked it up in Japanese. And yes, they were on my side, saying that Yasuke actually existed and it's funny that foreigners don't like it. In 1627, an Italian missionary, Alessandro Valignano, came to Japan with his black slave. Oda Nobunaga, one of the strongest leaders back then, liked the slave so much because he was literally the first black person he's ever seen. So he negotiated Valignano to give the slave to him. Nobunaga named the slave Yasuke and gave him the status of Bushi, and he made Yasuke his servant. So yeah, black samurai did exist. So it is not cultural appropriation. 英語では胡椒が retainer に訳されてるってことなんですかね。ちょっとごめんなさい。日本人なんでわかんないんですけど。とりあえず辞書引いとく。安家の位に関する記述って残っていなくて、胡椒あるいは武士のどちらかだと思われてるんですよね。どっちも侍です。ありがとう。
And that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so.
So yeah, that's someone of Japanese origin, just trying to explain to the people, you know, that Yasuke existed. This is not cultural appropriation, and it's weird that it's more white men talking about a cultural appropriation about Japanese culture. That's where, like, and no, I'm not trying to disrespect allies, but sometimes allies they have it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, allies try to ally so much that they stumble and trip over their own dicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes allies just need to shut the fuck up and just let shit be. Know when to be an ally, because right now this isn't allyship. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the white dudes trying to or counteract, you know, the white guilt that they have, because a lot of the times, you know, that's what really plays the part in it. Just stop. Let the people, if you don't see an outrage from the culture, then let it be. When y'all can be allies, when, you know what I'm saying, allies are called upon. I need you when I need you, bro. You can stand by my side. That don't mean you got to do nothing. Now, when I look at you, you better be ready to go. If I give you that look, you better be ready to go if you're going to be an ally. But if the culture didn't say nothing, just let it cook, man. Enjoy the game. So that's just crazy to me, man. It's getting out of, it's just getting real crazy, getting out of hand. Let me see what these comments saying. Perk Mine, what up, Perk Mine? This is the most press that any Assassin's Creed game has ever gotten. Indeed, most press. The thing is, the selective outrage, people gotta find something. Kendrick and Drake is over with. They gotta find something. No, I mean, gotta find something. The Yasuke was on retainer slave. These fools can look up at the Smithsonian for info. Yeah, they won't do the research. You gotta do the research. They won't do it. They don't want to see dark skin lending contribution to any other cultures. Well, they're gonna be sadly pressed. They're gonna be mad. The global majority who touch every orifice of the globe is dark skinned. Hate to say it. Touched every orifice of the globe. They just didn't colonize. They didn't colonize. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Imagine, and I hate to get on this soapbox, but imagine if dark-skinned people, Africanized people who spread all over the globe went and colonized. Instead of adding to said cultures that they ran into, they colonized, took over. Right? Imagine the Moors colonizing Spain and just taking over. Imagine the West African countries that made it all the way to North America and Central and South America. And they went over there and they colonized those areas instead of trading and adding to the culture over there, giving them game. Right? The Middle East, that they colonized it and took it over the way that the Europeans did. Imagine what the world would look like. Noe is the main protagonist, that history will be explored through her. Right, it'll be explored through her. She's the main protagonist. Why y'all tripping? You see who get in the forefront? He in the back. he can't do the eagle drop or the crane. What is it? The crane drop, eagle drop, whatever they call it. And I ain't played Assassin's Creed in a minute, but he not doing all that, jumping, hiding in the hay and in the bushes and stuff. This big 6 foot something black dude in samurai armor is not sneaking around feudal Japan. That just ain't happening. Just ain't happening. William, what up? What up? He said, I think a lot of gamers don't think of women as people. Some of them think of them as objects that they can thirst after, not relate to. That's stupid on their part. That if that's the case, that's real ignorant and stupid on their part. It is. Some, you know what I'm saying? Some of the best stories involve, hell, not some, half, maybe even majority, involve women as actual people with an actual story to tell, with actual experiences. Can't negate that. AC Origins got some backlash, not from real AC fans, but from the usual suspect because of the melanated characters in ancient Egypt. Right. Yeah. I think they should do a part 2 of that. I think it's more story to tell with Origins. A rock flop indeed. Just boom. Be loud and shit, clanky. Just come on, man. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. I like the idea that Yasuke was in the Brotherhood. Hey, now if they give us that, that'd be dope. Some type of, you know what I'm saying, that he could be in the. I don't see him not being in that. He could be in that, right? He could be in that. But what's weird is you have, the shinobi and the samurai working together. Mostly the shinobis were, anti, daimyo, so to speak, from what I recall, from what I remember. Or they were just like, assassins for hire. They didn't necessarily work neck and neck with the samurais and things of that nature. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the controversy behind Assassin's Creed Shadows. And do y'all feel the same way? Do y'all think that Yasuke shouldn't be, that it's cultural appropriation because Yasuke, the black samurai, is in it instead of Jiro, a regular samurai or somebody like that? Y'all let me know. What's next? What we want to talk about next? Make this the last subject. We'll do this because I had been meaning to talk about James Gunn super suit situation that's going on. David Corn sweating in his costume. I saw a lot of banter behind it. I never got the chance to really talk. I've been busy, but I'm back on the block now. I'm just letting everybody know I am back on the block. Y'all gonna be getting this consistent from me. I'm back on the block. So let's talk about this full costume that we saw from James Gunn. He posted it like it was the best thing since sliced bread. This coming from Gamer Rant. Says, what were the reactions of David Cornsweat in the new Superman costume? David Cornsweat appeared in full costume as Superman. As Superman in an image released by James Gunn this weekend and attempted to whet the appetites of fans ahead of the superheroes' return in the summer of 2025. Like I said, this is old. This news is old. I'm just not getting around to it, but I want to talk about it. So I'm going to talk about it. So the reveal didn't receive the reaction that Gunn was hoping for, with many fans being underwhelmed by the announcement. Some fans posted on social media suggesting it looks too much like an MCU suit, while others claimed it looked at it as if it had been made with AI. But it hasn't been all negative, with some fans praising the new Superman suit for honoring the past and trying to make the suit seem more realistic. One fan, known as the Moonlight Warrior, commented on their X page saying, "The thing I love most about this Superman suit is the fact that it actually looks like a suit and has taken some damage. It's never been a fan of super suits that take next to no damage despite being thrown through countless buildings." Well, if y'all know anything about Superman, it was explained, because back in the day, I want to say this was the 90s when I first saw them explain the reason why Superman's suit can take so much damage. Superman flies by telekinesis, from what I remember. It's he puts out telekinesis. From my understanding, I could be wrong, but this is what I remember reading. So this also encases him in like a TK force field, so to speak. So when he's fighting, he's covered in a force field. So that was an explanation I read years ago. Like I think I was in my teens, maybe, and I could be wrong, but that makes sense because how does he fly? It has to be, it's through the mind, so there has to be telekinesis some type of way, right? Got to be TK some type of way. So that was the explanation to me. That's just throwing that out there. So you can explain it that way. But I also understand wanting to see damage. But the whole thing about Superman is it's Superman. He's supposed to take little to none to no damage because he is that guy. He's supposed to be that dude. Say some fans consider the suit to be a downgrade to Henry Cavill's Man of Steel suit, but others seem happy that the red trunks appear to have made a return. With a lot of inspiration taken from the past, it's difficult to balance the strike with hardcore fans, and the response was destined to be mixed. Right. So you can't please everybody. Everybody won't be pleased by this. Some people like the super suit of Henry Cavill. Some people gonna like this suit, so you can't please everybody, but you gotta try. So the new suit has been criticized by Zack Snyder's second unit director on Man of Steel, Clay Staub, saying, "Who thought this was the best option for a first look?" Really, I'm not joking. Speaking solely from the layout perspective, the pose, pulling his boot on, making the suit chest and arms look bulky and rubbery. By the way, are those trunks we're returning to? I'm asking for a friend. So you got the Snyder Code fans, right? Who are always going to look at something and say it's bad, no matter what. I wish they would stop. I'm a fan of Zack Snyder. I like Henry Cavill and Man of Steel, his suit. I like Ben Affleck as Batman. I like some of the stuff that Zack Snyder did with Justice League and DC over there. Everything wasn't perfect over there, but I like some of the stuff he did. But y'all are sounding like straight up fanatical cult elitist over there. Zack Snyder's not there no more, fellas, ladies. He ain't there no more. So you got to get on with the get on. They don't reboot it. Either you like it or you don't, but you know what I'm saying? If you can't even get it in your mind to try to accept or to try to see if this may or may not be good, then you're going to lose out. So this appears to be a mean-spirited remark from someone who no longer has any creative input in the Superman franchise, and it doesn't help the movie or create any meaningful conversations between the fans. It actually encourages them to react negatively towards James Gunn's new movie and his plans for the DC universe moving forward. Yeah, you don't, just because you ride with Zack or ride with, Snyder, don't shit on this before you even try it. Because that's not going to make Zack come back. I think they think if we shit on Superman or we shit on anything that James Gunn does, DC is going to pick up the phone and say, "Hey, Zack, we need you back." They're not. That's not what's going to happen. They're just going to find another creative person to come over and take over DC. That's all. Zack Snyder trying to get, because I've seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, they need to do the sell Zack Snyder's universe over to Netflix." They can't do it. Zack Snyder don't own that shit. Y'all act like Zack Snyder owned DC. Y'all act like he owns Superman, Batman, and all of them. He does not own them. He cannot negotiate a deal over there at Netflix for his version of Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman over there and take it to Netflix. He can't do that. I don't even know what's in y'all mind to make y'all think that he can go over to Netflix and try to negotiate a DC deal, a Justice League deal. Warner Brothers will have to sign off on that. And they not. They played with Zack Snyder already. They tried it. It didn't work for them financially. So they moving on to James Gunn. If y'all are true DC fans, Superman fans, Batman fans, y'all got to give James Gunn a chance. Right now, y'all sounding real ignorant. Because they could easily shut it all down. They could just say, you know what? We're not even going to rock with no DC live action DC. We just going to cancel the studio. No live action DC. We'll concentrate on some other stuff. We'll just concentrate on Kong and Godzilla and Dune and things like that. Things that are really paying us, you know, getting money from. That's really successful. Y'all should try to support this. Y'all should want to support anything James Gunn does with DC if y'all are DC fans. Even if it's trash. I hate to say it. Even if it's trash, if y'all want to see DC continue, you gotta go out and support. Don't down it. I like Zack Snyder too, but Zack Snyder has moved on to making what's the 2 mediocre movies he just made? Rebel Moon. He's moved on to that universe. So if y'all like Zack Snyder, go support him over there. Go support him at Netflix with his Rebel Moon franchise. You know, and do those numbers. Ain't no need to talk bad about this. Go big up James Gunn and Rebel Moon. Let me see what the chat's saying. Say loose fit Superman. It is a loose fit. It's loose. It is what it is. Need to do some push-ups. Perp says, I like the suit. You can actually see the colors. It's Golden Age suit that does that. Flying at supersonic speeds, a regular suit will burn off, indeed. So Superman gets shot in his ass, gets up from the blast, and it's all ass. Right. I don't know why they want to see like super crazy damage on Superman. Superman. Like you should want to see the damage. Suit takes damage if he gets wrecked by Doomsday or Darkseid. Right, but that would be somebody strong enough to break what I think the TK force field. Because hold on, let me see if I can bring that up. Because people might think that I'm just talking out the side of my ass. Here we go. Here we go. This is coming from Google. Says, yes, Superman has a telekinetic force field called tactile telekinesis. This invisible field surrounds Superman and his clothes when he uses flight or super speed. It allows him to move objects he touches with his will and can also protect him from harm, enhance his physical abilities, allow him to fly, make people and objects float, protect people and objects from friction, generate breathable air, and intensify his strength. So that's, like I said, that's what I saw a long time ago. Tactile telekinesis. Let me see. What else we got? So Snyderverse was officially dead after BVS. Wonder Woman came after that though, right? Was Wonder Woman after that? But you're right. After BVS, it did officially die. And I think BVS is underrated myself. I think it gets a bad rap, but you know, just saying that's the only time his suit gets damaged in comics and animation. Professor Film Fan, what's up? What's up? I think people relax after the first trailer drops. I hope so. And you know, James Gunn, I think the bad thing about him, I know he's trying to tease it out, but we got to see some actual footage. I think people will calm down. If we see some actual footage, I think people would calm down, man. I really do. Really do. Say the reaction to David Cornsworth Superman suit have probably probably not benefited from being mixed, as a highly polarized positive or negative response would have created more buzz around the big reveal. If the majority of fan reactions were positive about the new suit, that would have created major hype over the new movie. That's another thing too. This didn't help hype up the film at all. This didn't, like, this came and went. I just wanted to talk about it because I think that there is something here to talk about. You know, we got Superman, a Superman movie on the horizon, and nobody's really talking about it, like giving it the feels that it I think it deserves. It's a super, you know, what happened to Superman? What happened to Superman to where his brand has just been so diluted and nobody cares? I remember when Superman was the #1 superhero in 3 galaxies. You know what I'm saying? Like, what changed? Why is Superman now? He seems irrelevant now. I want to know what changed. So negative response from fans might have also been better than the mixed one, as it would create a conversation about the new movie rather than nobody talking about it at all. So this comes out, it's less than a year. July 2025 is when this is supposed to come out. So a little over a year, and nobody's speaking on it. Nobody's talking about it. So I want to know what James Gunn is over there doing. How can he get the DC universe on track? Nothing has dropped over there since his announcement of him taking over, him and Peter Safran taking over. What is he gonna do to get the hype of his universe going? He got to drop something. Something should have been in the pipeline. He should have been able to remix something from the past and drop it. Because right now it just looks bad. Like, what are you doing over there? What are you doing? So the main priority for James Gunn's Superman is that the movie is well received when it's released, and fans who don't like the suit might change their minds. Excuse me, when they see it on the big screen. You gotta have hype. Gotta have in the chat. What could James Gunn do to hype this film, and not just this film, but his universe? Because ain't no way he gonna be able to compete. There's no way he gonna be able to compete. No way. What are you doing to compete, to make yourself stand out? What can he do? Like, for real, what can he do? Chill, what up, Chill? Chill says James Gunn isn't going to satisfy internet complaint culture. He ain't gonna satisfy no culture if he don't do anything. I do think that was a bad reveal. I do think the super suit was a bad reveal. He could have did something better, especially the sitting down, putting on the boots thing with the whatever in the background. That's not the best look. You know, I think maybe an action. Oh, excuse me. Maybe an action. Remember, and I don't know if that was the official reveal, but remember we kept seeing Superman like in the bank vault. You know what I'm saying? He had like the bank vault behind him. He was like he had crashed through. He was bent. You know what I'm saying? It was like an action scene. This here just looks boring. Just looks boring, you know? After seeing Guardians 3, I think Gunn will handle Superman just fine. Just need to see a trailer. No, I think he'll handle it fine. See, that the thing is, Gray, it's a lot of good movies out there that don't do good. Because either one, A, they don't have the hype behind them. B, they release them wrong. The marketing is bad. This has to be done right. This is your, you know what I'm saying? Basically your first opening. You got to get this one right. I don't think you get a second chance. I think if James Gunn and Peter Safran over there at DC Universe or whatever they call it, if the DCU, if they miss on this Superman movie, their universe is done. I don't see how they can come back from it. You know what I'm saying? I think they're just gonna stick with the Batman and the Joker franchise. That's it. Comic-Con. Yeah, they can do it at Comic-Con. I can see something happening at Comic-Con. I doubt it. James Gunn he's been weird with it. But yeah. Should James Gunn announce the date of the first announce? Maybe he should. Maybe he should to build up anticipation. We're YouTubers. Chill, I haven't seen you talk about Superman. I haven't seen anybody talk about James Gunn and what's going on over there at DC, unless if your content is strictly DC. But if you're just a YouTuber who talk about either comics, comic movies, you know what I'm saying, pop culture, whatever, you're not talking DC. I didn't see this on none of my For You when it came to YouTube. None of my Explorer page in the YouTube algorithm. Nobody was talking about this. I saw it in the trades. It came and went, boom. I'm as a fan of Superman, I'm talking about because I want to try to hype the film up. I want to get a little traction behind it. What little things I can do. Get some traction behind it. He need to take a page out of Ryan Reynolds and start just leaking the same fight, but in different angles. That's all Ryan Reynolds did with Deadpool and Wolverine. Same scene. Let's leak it this way. Let's leak it from that angle. That way I'm not giving nothing away. He did that all the way up until this, you know what I'm saying? Now finally they're giving us a little bit more. The trailer drops. So of course the trailer drops, you get what you get from the trailer, but in order to get you hype on Deadpool and Wolverine, he gave you 4 to 5 different angles of the same thing. Then it became a meme the way they started putting like the Predator's gonna be in it. Who else? They, you know what I'm saying? They just had all these people that they were just, I think it was Steve Urkel. Like they just started memeing it, which put more traction and made, people talk about what's going on. That's how you get the free promotion. That's how you get the word of mouth. Word of mouth is free. You don't have to pay the 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 30 million marketing when you got free word of mouth. Make the YouTubers talk about it. Then the casuals who watch us YouTubers can go and talk about it. And then the kids who live at home with the casuals can talk about it and want to see it. I mean, damn, it's Superman. How do you go wrong with Superman? Why? I'm just lost of words, man. Lost of words when it comes to that. But yeah, man, like I said, this is the wrap up. Gonna be try to do this on Sundays. Just go for an hour. You know what I'm saying? Try to keep it under an hour, where we're at right now. So I appreciate everybody who joined in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. To support the channel, you can also donate to the Cash App, $Bluminati. You can also become a member. Memberships are live. Yes, yeah, that N64 game is how you could go wrong. I'm talking about movie wise. I'm talking movie. Look, chill. And I know I'm wrapping it up, but this is what they should do anyway. The trailer should not be copywritten on YouTube. You should allow YouTubers to get on there and talk freely about these trailers. I can't even promote your stuff because you want to copyright a trailer. You want to stop me from reacting to a trailer? Do you actually make money? I don't know. Maybe they make money from a trailer. I don't know. But if I can get on my platform and talk to the people and use your trailer and get it out to the masses, to the people, try to get them hyped, run it back a couple of times, play it this way, forwards, backwards, up and down, however I want to play it. And then I get a copyright strike. WB, I'm talking to you. Because Sony didn't do me. You know what? Last time I did a Sony, I think it was a year and a half ago. I did Sony. They hopped in my chat. They didn't give me a copyright strike, though. They hopped in the chat. Sony did. Salute to Sony. They didn't give me a copyright strike. They just hopped in the chat and said, nah, you're wrong. Because we was talking, I think we was talking Spider-Man. Basically, they hopped in the chat and said, nah, you wrong. I could respect that, but to strike me on a trailer, no studio should be striking YouTubers on trailers. None whatsoever. That's just stupid. But I'm out, y'all. I'm over my hour time. I'm out. Be on the lookout. I'm doing a I saw that what it is, Phase Zero interview, and with the, I think the dude is the writer for or either he's the writer, the president for X-Men 97 over there. So I gotta do something to that. I saw that and was highly upset. The dude was just talking out the side of his neck. So be on the lookout for that video coming. I am out, people. The chat, like I said, I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Without further ado, peace. I'm out. Yo, what's cracking, Rules House family? Hey, we come to the end of another great video. Hope you enjoyed our take on the latest in entertainment. Don't forget to hit that like button and share your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. We would love for you to join us. Remember, Rules House is your house. Until next time, stay tuned, stay dope. We out. Peace.